Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Dabbz from the Burn It Down Show, and you are listening to Living Podcariously. Oh yeah.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
And welcome to another episode of Living Podcariously.
Living Podcariously.
Hey, for you, Tach, hoot, hoot. Tach is not here tonight. He has kids stuff.
Tach doesn't like me.
Yeah, family stuff. I don't know what's up with
He's now
Tach.
a transgender.
Yeah.
Transgender.
Yeah, that's a phrase that Dabbz Kay coined. We'll introduce Dabbz here in just a second, but Dabbz Kay coined the phrase during the recording of The Twisted 10 that he just hosted for the reason Tach isn't here, and somehow got us to the term transgender. Mm-hmm. So, which is the fucking greatest one-line phrase I've ever heard. We're rolling with it. I wonder if that's a thing.
It is. I think I heard it on like South Park or something.
You know what? Let's
Ask
introduce
Google.
people first. We'll ask Google here in just a second, but let's do the intros first. I'm Adam. I'm one of your regular hosts. Tach isn't here, so we're going to go to the other now new second mic of the show over on the Lady Chase.
Yay. Now I'm the only ginger, and you guys can call me a ginger all you want.
Ooh, all right.
Yay.
This is Andrea Joy.
Andrea Joy sitting over in the big recliner.
What up, guys? Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson rocking it in the house, and back by popular demand, brought us a hell of a Twisted 10, co-host of the Burn It Down podcast.com, Mr. Dabbz Kay.
Hey guys, what's going on? What to go on? What to go on?
Yes, I love that. I fucking love it.
What up, dude?
Hey guys.
Fucking good to have you in studio, man.
Man, it's good to be here. You know, I love pod life. Pod life.
You say pot life?
Pod.
We talking about the Twisted 10 you just did? All right, so what we're going to ask Google, we have a fifth mic set up in studio for Josh's, or Mr. Wilson's, Google Home Attendant, or whatever, what's it called?
It's a Google Home Mini.
Google Home Mini device. So Andrea Joy is in charge of the plug button tonight, by the way. So we're going to ask that a question. What were we going to ask it?
I don't know. I'm pretty high. I forgot.
Transgender.
Oh, that's right. All right. So here we go. Okay, Google, define transgender.
My apologies. I don't understand.
Man, this girl don't know nothing.
Man, she
Nothing,
just failed
man.
every search tonight.
Right?
Every single one.
That's why I thought she wasn't hooked up to the Wi-Fi there for a while, but no, she got it. All right, so we got a fun show in store for you guys tonight. We're going to get deep into Mr. Dabbz Kay.
I don't like the way that sounds. Hold on.
Don't worry, it's worse than it sounds.
Is that swing coming back out?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a reference to an episode we did a long time ago. We don't have a game time this week because that's Tach's
Aww.
segment. So,
Way to
Tach,
ruin show Tach.
just saying.
Show's never going to be the same.
Andrea and I got to go see, we plugged a little bit on the shows in the past, but Monty Python's Spamalot over at Surfside Playhouse out in Cocoa Beach. So we're going to talk a little bit about that because, my God, that was fucking hilarious.
That's pretty
we'll hear
cool.
about that. Mr. Wilson also did a Colorado trip. So we're going to hear a little recap on some
right.
Colorado
That's
travels.
my kind of trip right there.
Yeah, it was cool.
And, of course, 'tis the season. We're approaching Thanksgiving, so we're going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving in this show.
Yay,
So,
turkey time.
First things first, we want to get deep into some Dabbz Kay.
Ooh, yes.
Somebody
Spread
said-
it open.
Somebody messaged me and said that sounded sexual. Maybe I should change the name of that segment to, when we have guests and we want to get deep into them.
Deep in, yeah, it does. Deep into Dabbz Kay.
All right, so
what is my K?
so Dabbz, you are a host of the Burn It Down Show.
Yes, sir.
It can be found on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Podcast Radio Network. It's
and
like 4
iHeartRadio.
balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and iHeart. Talk a little bit about Burn It Down.
Burn it down. You know, it's in the title. We burn it down. we also like to sit around and talk shit, make jokes. You know what I'm saying? It was born of a love to just sit around and be funny. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to start recording it. You know, like most podcasts, you think you're fucking, superstar material,
Don't we all?
Right. Yeah. But it's podcasting. I do find it's an awesome outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a way to get everything out there, you know what I'm saying? In the world of social media with all the walls and all the, you know, pictures everybody takes, it's just a version that I love, you know what I'm saying? So it's my wall, you know, go to burnitdownshow.com and look at my wall, you know.
And that's a really cool analogy for a podcast. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's a hell of a cool way to put it. We like it. We like it a lot.
Sweet.
So we had Josh and I were talking about this earlier today. You and J-Flo or Jason founded it, basically created Burn It Down from scratch, right? Was it two of you that started it?
He was moving into his new place where he's, you know, down the street from this studio. As a matter of
only
fact.
like 2 miles from us. Yeah, you guys are close.
Yeah, and he was like, hey man, you want to do this with me? And I was like, fuck yeah, man, let's do it. So we actually started a Facebook group we had nothing. We just started a Facebook group and said, hey guys, we're going to do a podcast called Burn It Down. And it was more for us, you know what I'm saying, to see whether or not people would be interested in anything we had to say, you know. And before we had anything, I think we had maybe 150, 200 people.
Damn nice.
That just joined the group, you know what I'm saying? So we were like, well, fuck. We have a group with 200 people in it now.
That's a fucking secure audience right there.
We have to do something though, you know, because we didn't have anything. So I guess we started, well, this is what we're doing, the progress we're making, you know, little updates. So, you know, it kind of forced our hand. We started buying all the equipment we could afford, like as quickly as possible. And then one day we just had everything and boom, we started recording. And we bought all this equipment. We spent all this time buying all this equipment. And our very, very, very first episode, whole episode recorded through the pinhole on the fucking monitor. It's the worst audio on the planet. It's the worst audio. Like we couldn't figure out what we do. We did 3 or 4 bonus episodes, or not bonus, but like practice episodes where they sounded amazing. We were like so excited, like, yeah, we got this. This is going to be the first real episode. We're going to call this episode number 1. And it sounded like fucking shit.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh my God, it sounded so bad. But we have grown. It's been almost 2 years now, a year and a half, almost 2 years though, you know, and it's really fun. It's, you know, so come check us out, man. Just, we're everywhere. We're everywhere you can look for a podcast. Anything you can listen to a podcast on, you can find us. Eventually Spotify as well, but that's like the only one that's up in the air right now.
Yeah, Spotify's a difficult one to get into.
Yeah,
it's a bear.
Yeah. Without trying to pay somebody some money, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard. But we think we found a way. Think we found a way. So, you know, fingers crossed. We'll see you in the next couple of days.
Hell yeah. No, dude, we love Burn It Down. So we did your guys' burger challenge a while back. I was a judge for one of those.
Yeah,
for one of those
good. You had a good time too, didn't you? It was a good burger, wasn't it?
Yes.
Those pictures look dope.
Yeah. So I was there with the day Ross McCoy also came in to do the first series of guest judging before the finals.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. I'm a huge fan of Ross, so I got to sit there.
Ross is a good dude too. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I got to sit there and hang out with somebody that I kind of idolize in the Orlando community for a long time. I'd never met him personally. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
See, you're making friendships happen at the Burn It Down studio.
We network, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, you know. And Ross is a great local comedian, you know what I'm saying? I think he might have parted ways with the old TND.
Yeah, man. So I've been listening to Tom and Dan a lot. I don't listen to every episode, but I haven't heard him on a lot. I don't know what's up.
I'm not too sure. He's still affiliated with the guys, you know what I'm saying? But he's still a really good friend of ours.
Yeah, he's awesome,
he's a friend of the show. So, you know, Ross isn't going to disappear. He's not going to, you know, he's still going to be, we're doing another living room series, with the comics, you know what I'm saying? And he should be there, I'm pretty sure.
I listened to all of the living room series.
Those are my favorites.
My fucking favorite living room series of all time. I had to have replayed that episode at least 20 times just over the course of like a month was when you guys had in, Melodic Descent? Was it? No, it wasn't Melodic Descent.
Melodic Descent is Trav's band.
Yeah, Melodic Descent. Yeah,
Melodic Descent. Yeah, that was a really fun episode.
That was awesome. That music is so good. I wanted to get them out here to do an episode of us to do like a mini session as well.
That can totally happen. Yeah, I can try to help set that up if you need.
Sweet. Yeah, I talked a little bit to I think a little bit to Travis. I don't remember who it was I was talking to through their Melodic Descent Facebook page, but I said, "Hey, dude, heard you guys on Burn It Down. It was awesome. By the way, for our listeners, go check that episode out.
Yeah, totally, go check it out.
It is a full 50 minutes of nothing but you guys talking a little bit. And there wasn't a lot of talk, but it was mostly a living room series where they're playing in your living room, and you got you guys mic'd up and them mic'd up. Dude, it sounded awesome. It was really good quality too.
They're playing to a small crowd of people, about 8 or 9 people. You know what I'm saying? And we're just sitting around there, you know, burning J's, listening to fucking reggae. Yep, it was a fucking awesome time. Like it was good. Like the living room series are some of my favorites because the show's so easy. Do your thing, guy. I'm going to sit here and play my game on my phone and listen to some fucking dope ass music. Wait for this Jay to come around.
Yeah, those guys are perfect. That's my kind of music too. I'm a huge fan of, originally Sublime.
Yeah,
and then
the
that
white
spawned
boy
everything
reggae.
else. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yes. Well, cool, man. Yeah. So you're hanging out with us this episode. So you obviously just did the Twisted 10.
Yeah, great
go check
time.
that out, dude. That list was great. You did top 10 myths about weed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's gonna be a hit for sure. So all right, we're gonna do a few things.
All right. Thing number 1. Wait.
Adam, put your pants back on.
So I was looking at the time of the recording. All right, so Mr. Wilson,
Mr.
Yo.
Wilson.
you recently took a trip somewhere.
My hero.
Yeah, and this trip I'm sure is going to get Dabbz Kay's attention, at least the location anyway. So give us a little recap of your little mini vacation you just took.
So I got a hookup through Frontier for $70 round trip airfare to get from Orlando out to Colorado Springs.
Shout out to Frontier.
Nice.
They were actually, a quick side note, Frontier, pretty good people. They were doing $100 tickets to Puerto Rico to help with the relief and everything like that.
Oh, nice.
So,
Oh, that's dope.
I fucks with Frontier, man. So go ahead.
But yeah, so got crazy cheap round trip tickets. So I went with Steph and Dan, our patrons,
Patreon patrons, Steph and Dan, friends of the show.
Yep, friends of the show, and Ricky, also friend of the show.
Oh, yeah.
The teamwork guy.
Me and Ricky have just been playing some Fortnite duo stuff together.
Okay, y'all
Just
make me
saying.
want to get on some Fortnite, guys.
Dude, it's good.
So good,
It
and it's
is
free.
good.
Like you have no reason not to.
Look at your face right now.
Andrea hates games.
Look at your face. You're such a girl right now. Those stupid games. God damn it. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're good. So the four of us went out there. We got a Airbnb. We were like 10 minutes away from downtown.
Sweet.
And we were like a 30-minute drive from two of the craziest hiking locations ever.
Okay.
One of them was called Garden of the Gods, and it was a hike.
She's on that bell. She's taking tax roll tonight.
Right? So it's you park on this ridge and you hiked down into this valley, and there was just all these crazy rocks everywhere, and it was desert, and it was just like really cool to climb and walk around, and everything was super pretty because Florida is super fucking flat.
Okay.
And then across the street from that, there was another one that was called Red Rocks Open Space. And that was the opposite direction. You were climbing up like the foothills of the mountains. So your view was just consistently getting like just broader and broader of this giant valley that everybody was hiking in because it was gorgeous.
That's awesome. So let me ask you this. Breathing in Colorado when you're elevated that high while hiking, is that really a thing? So when I lived in Colombia for a year down in Bogota, that's at 8,500 feet. So I know the difference between, being able to breathe in heavy oxygenated air versus being way up in altitude.
Yeah, that part sucked.
With all that hiking, though, I bet you were
hiking
gassed
at
out.
6,000 feet is no joke for somebody who lives at sea level.
Well, of course, hiking for me in Florida is going to take the trash out. So
I'm 300 pounds. Hiking for me is going to the kitchen. I'm getting a Snickers bar.
What is this hiking you speak of?
Okay.
That's where you go and just walk outside and call it like an activity.
Oh, like when you walk to the car.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hike.
except there's really cool shit to see on the way.
You got to
Take a hike.
You got to kick 2 pine cones into the grass on the way to the car. That make it official.
Makes it
hike.
more naturey.
Yeah.
Spot a squirrel.
But all in all, it was a really unique experience because everybody in Colorado was super nice.
That's cool.
Because they're all high.
Oh, that's another thing. Weed wasn't around.
What?
It wasn't like there was dispensaries and they were very obvious, but like it wasn't. You can't smoke outside. If you smoke outside, it's like a $200 fine.
So, because
Really?
that's something that I've heard about Colorado is that like when you walk around, you can smell it in the air everywhere you go.
But driving around Denver, you could definitely smell it
Yeah,
Really?
on certain parts of the highway.
certain parts of the highway, they're fucking fogging out the highway. Hell yeah.
So is that like near the residential area that's heavy in
Well,
use? Maybe where?
so Colorado Springs is medical only.
Please, I'm gonna interrupt you. Please tell me it's like our boys that run the local mom and pop smoker barbecue shop down the road that will purposely smoke out the area so you get that scent and crave their good flavored barbecue. Is it the same way in Colorado?
It's not.
Oh,
We actually, so I wasn't going to go to Colorado without going into a dispensary.
Okay, because who does that, right?
Yeah, it comes with.
I don't care if you smoke or not. Yeah.
So, so I had in my mind that I was going to walk into this place and it was just going to be like mason jars on the wall, and they were just going to be like, "What do you want?" And it was actually really clean, really professional. It was like ID checks out front. The rooms were all like really decked out, very modern. You were brought and given to a salesperson who was super knowledgeable about everything. Very nice about
Like a weed sommelier.
Yes, exactly. He was the bud tender.
Yeah, but
His title.
Bud tender.
would-
That's the funniest name in the world.
Dude, that would be my dream job, man.
Yeah, it's
Could you imagine a trans ginger bud tender?
Oh my god, transgender bud tender, man.
That's you got to rap about that.
Yeah,
now.
I was about to say that's the name of a song right there, man. Tach, you should get on that.
yeah. So it was a really cool experience. Got to see Snoop Dogg's entire line of products.
Oh my god,
Really?
Yeah, he has a lot of weed products.
a lot.
Doesn't surprise me there. Snoop Dogg.
There was like easily 100 different things in his section of this one store.
I heard that his strain of OG Kush too is fucking as badass. I've never had it,
Really?
but I want it. Yeah, they say it's really good.
Oh, it's grown by the company that we went to. It's grown by Livewell.
See, I should have went there, man.
It's only
If you ever
$70
get a
bucks.
is they still got the $7 tickets?
Yeah, just go on Frontier.
Man, in my phone. Hold on.
It's like $100 without the discount. That's not
You can ask Google.
We can actually that works, right? The airline lookups.
Let's give it a go.
All right, go for it, Josh.
Hey Google, how much does it cost to fly from Orlando to Colorado Springs on Frontier next Tuesday?
All right. What's your return date?
Next Thursday.
This dude picked my payday and everything. How you know?
Round trip flights on Frontier Airlines from Orlando to Colorado Springs, leaving November 28th and coming back
Please be
November
like
30th,
$1,000.
for $171.
171.
170. We forgot a C note in
But
front of that
it's
70.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, that's a
too.
good point.
But yeah, so $170 on a holiday.
Still okay, man. I'm going to Colorado. 2 more paychecks. I'm finna fly out.
So you need to take a bunch of burn it down magnets and stickers and slap them all over the
everywhere
place.
in Colorado. That would be
Yes.
awesome.
Oh man, and it was super clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like everywhere was clean. It was bizarre.
that's good.
In Denver, in
Like
the
super
biggest city.
sterile looking, right?
Yeah.
Like too clean. Like goddamn.
It's because nobody goes outside. They're all high inside their homes. Like, fuck going out. We're good
Like,
right here.
like, the sun hurts my eyes. fuck that shit.
It was funny to see too. Like, so we went by Safeway, and there was just people walking around the grocery store high. And it was
Wait, we have that here too, in like,
Okay.
cocoa. I mean, that happens.
That's when I go to the grocery store. Guess what I do?
it was oddly comfortable. It's like something that I've been told my whole life is like this bad thing, and that was
Yeah.
just everywhere. It was cool though, but it was like nobody was rude about it. Nobody was upset about it. Nobody said anything about it. Just kind of
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Could you see a treatment difference between like a recognition of somebody being high and the way that a retail store person would interact with them? Is there like an acknowledgement of, okay, you're stoned, I'm going to do this way with you because...
not really. Like it was awkwardly like unacknowledged.
Really?
Awkwardly blatant.
So they've literally
Out there in
removed
your
like
face.
all the taboo out of the social stereotypes for being high. It's just gone.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's progressive, man. That's cool to hear. That's really cool.
Could you tell like the people like you, like the weed tourists that were like not used to this, like, oh my God, like not really weed tourists, but a tourist new to the experience. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm going to answer that question and tie into my earlier point that these are the nicest people I've ever encountered. So Dan was there, and Dan and I both vape, and we were trying to find a vape store, and we only found 4 in Denver. It was weird. And
this is weed.
Vape? We don't vape in this town.
yeah, so we were walking into another grocery store, and I said, like, man, I can't believe how hard it is to find a place to buy vape juice. And this guy was getting out of his car. He heard me, and he, like, scurried over, and he's like, hey, what, are you looking for? Do you say vape juice? There's a place right down the road over here. I was like, oh, cool.
Sweet.
Thank you.
And he opened his jacket. He was nude underneath, but on each jacket was all of these vapes he wanted you to try.
Nope, he just
No. Oh.
he was just like, hey, you're welcome. Have a good
That's
time.
awesome.
And walked away. I was like, oh, that was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me because he was just so nice and came out of nowhere.
That's cool.
See, weed culture, man, it's taking over.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Could you imagine if marijuana is legalized and becomes part of our typical culture over the next 20, 30 years? Could you imagine the people who will be running our country at that point?
They'll be so much cooler.
We'll have peace for years to come. Years and years and years.
Just the tax benefits alone, it's ridiculous.
Oh, speaking of that, they charge 25% tax on any cannabis products.
Really?
Yep.
The fucking government's making their money on that. Of course, Colorado is the birthplace in the U.S. of how to do it the right way.
Yeah, Colorado, California.
Yeah.
But look, I don't care, man. Charge your 25%.
Right.
At this point, do what you gotta do, bro. You know, like it's only gonna help. I guess I'm at a point in my life where I'm old enough to understand that is only going to help my economy in the place where I live. You know what I'm saying? If the little place where I live is getting an extra $100 million a year because reefer's now legal, you know what I'm saying? And they're taxing the shit out of it, and people are still going to fucking buy it because that's how economics work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
I feel like where I'm going to live is going to be a much nicer place.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that's like, so Stephanie, she looked into it. And a lot of that money is making it into the school system. Their schools are getting greatly improved. They're using it the right way.
That's awesome, man. That's really awesome to hear, man. You can smoke and still be intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So, let's have the correlation start.
Dude, all right, Dabbz, I'm going to propose this to you now.
All right.
You're proposing
I'm proposing to
him?
Dabbz.
She's toast jelly.
We need to do a combined... This is new. This is something new. If other shows do this, forgive me. I didn't steal it. I just thought of this. We need to do a combined podcast that includes our listeners' trip and weekend to Colorado.
Okay, look.
A Burn It Down and Living Podcariously group trip to Colorado. We'll have a whole list of events to do while we're there.
Itinerary. I'm sure it's been done before, but we can do it again.
I think this would be fun.
Who's the logistics person around here? How do we get this done? I got computer. Who would I get computer in touch with over here?
Not it.
Not it.
Josh.
Oh,
Mr. Wilson would be that.
Let's
Too late,
make
buddy.
Tach do it.
Tach's not here.
Oh, Tach isn't here.
Let's say not doing
Guess
it.
what? Tach is going to be the logistics coordinator for this with you guys. So, yes.
All right. Look, we need to give me 6 months and we fucking figure something out.
So done. I'm dead serious. I think this would be a fun trip. You want to do that, baby? You want to take a Colorado trip with podcasts?
Maybe.
We can shop when we get there for shopping.
Maybe that's where I'm going to propose.
At the top
To
of a
Dabbz?
mountain, you
To Dabbz Kay.
on this hike we're going on, right?
Yes. Actually, Josh did.
That's exactly how I propose.
Oh my god, because it's so cute. Like I want the snow around me when I get proposed to. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, no, that's Colombia, buddy. That's a whole nother.
We
drug.
went in the summertime.
Oh yeah.
No, it was nice. Fuck snow.
I don't fuck with that shit.
Fuck some snow. All right,
It
on
would
that.
be freezing to fuck in the snow.
On that, we're going to take a break here in studio. When we come back, we're going to hear some really interesting shit about Thanksgiving. Right, Andrea?
Yay, Thanksgiving.
All right, we'll be right back.
Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. DJ Jim Lugo. Party. Dubai to Abu Dhabi. Let it go.
Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoy the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening.
That girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6-point party.
Village Idiot Pub. You locals know about it. You guys from out of town have to check them out.
Village Idiot Pub is now a proud sponsor with Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 podcasts.
It's more than just about commercials, though. The cast here will be taking our show on the road to Village Idiot to record some episodes as well as hold events. They have over 30 beers on tap, including ciders and Hefeweizen, my favorite, as well as hundreds of bottle choices.
Adam, you forgot my favorite, all the delicious wine. So get your friends together and enjoy the board games, puzzles, and the giant Jenga.
Let the owner, Jason, as well as the rest of the staff there, take excellent care of your beer drinking needs.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
Tuesday is open mic, Wednesday is trivia, Thursday is karaoke, Friday and Saturday night are live music.
Visit them at 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida, or Village Idiot Pub on Facebook. And don't forget, they are a dog-friendly location, so bring your friends, family, and fur babies.
Andrea, we close most of our shows telling our listeners how they can come see you up at Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa. Do you want to tell the listeners the cool news, or can I?
I think I've got this one, Adam. Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa is joining the Dichotomy Media team, and this time, the investment is being turned around to you, the listener. Keep your eye on our podcast Facebook page for contests and giveaways that include massages, pedicures, and gift cards for all services. Brent Allen is a Paul Mitchell-focused salon, which keeps us up to date on the latest hair trends and fashions.
The atmosphere at Brent Allen is inviting as well as comfortable. The spa brings the definition of tranquility into a reality. You can enjoy a wide range of massage techniques to facials, body scrubs, wraps, pedicures, waxing, spray tan, and much more.
Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa is located at 3570 North Highway 1 in Cocoa, just 1 mile north of 528. Come in and see us in person or visit us online. The pricing and menu of services can be found at BrentAllenSalon.net or call to book an appointment at 321-639-7376. If you book with me, be sure to mention this ad and receive 20% off your first service.
Hey, Tach, you ever have that conversation with your girl about where to eat dinner and it always turns into that back and forth? I don't know, you pick.
Yeah, every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got an answer for you next time that comes up.
Oh, yeah? Where at?
The Salty Fox in Melbourne off of Oak Alley Boulevard.
Oh, nice. You know, I've actually been there, and the food was pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, it was. They offer a great selection of paninis, shareable appetizers, soups, and salads, and one of the best desserts I've ever had, the Funky Monkey.
Oh, yeah, my favorite was the vintage options. They got this meal called ramen noodle on crack. You just got to try it out.
Done. That's definitely what I'm getting next time.
Put the fun between your legs at the Salty Fox every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. with the Oak Alley Arts District Bike Crawl.
It's a 4-mile bicycle ride down Pineapple Avenue with stops for food and beer all along the route. Be sure to visit the Salty Fox every Sunday for brunch from 11 to 4.
Hey, isn't that the $10 bottomless mimosas brunch?
Sure is. Enjoy your brunch while the Salty Fox's DJ spins throwbacks and top 40 hits.
Salty Fox is located in the downtown Oak Alley Art District on Oak Alley Boulevard.
Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/saltyfoxmelbourne or online at thesaltyfox.net.
Hey listeners, be sure to mention you heard about the Salty Fox on our show and you'll get 10% off your meals.
Brooklyn, down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow, but I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem, all of my Dominicanos, but they're on Broadway. Pull me back to that McDonald's, took it to my stash spot, I-60 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down 8th Street, off-white Lexus, driving so sober. BK is from Texas. Me, I'm on that best stop, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I put my boys with me. So what up the Tach, still sipping my top, sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. I be spiked up, I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from.
Hey. And welcome back to Living Podcariously. Before we get into this, into the next segment at all, Josh, we posted something on some social media.
Yeah, so we were going to the studio. We just said, hey, send us a message on Facebook. Give a shout out to whoever you want. And we got some response. So we're going to show some love back. So from Derek Michael Squeeze, he says,
Derek Squeeze. I'm pretty sure he's one of our Patreons.
yeah. He says, shout out to all of you guys for making great pods to listen to while I work. So hell yeah, dude.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, man. Thanks for listening. We got one from Tach. He says, shout out to us. Sorry you couldn't be here.
Tach, the best looking trans ginger in Brevard.
Okay.
Should we go with that? Is that his new tag? I like it. We're not going to tell him anything about it until the day this drops. That's what you get, Tach.
What is this goddamn transgender bullshit?
And we got another one from our Patreon subscriber, Stephanie.
Stephanie and Dan.
Friend of the show, my sister. She just says, shout out to us because she loves us.
Aww. We love you too, Stephanie.
Wow, y'all get lots of love on y'all show.
Hey, Steph, be sure to go check out the Burn It Down show. You'll love it. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm pretty sure she listens to Burn It Down too.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So if not, you need to. It's what's up.
Yes.
That was a ringing endorsement right there.
By the way, if you want to hear another shout out during live recording, we put a message up on the Podcast Mafia, so anybody who put something in there, Dabbz Kay would read, and that was over on the Twisted 10 this week, and Tach happened to write something for Dabbz Kay to read.
Yes,
Boy, Andrea's loving that bell. Get it, girl.
You can ring my bell.
Fuck this cat.
You can set her down if you want to, Josh.
That's what she said.
Hang out. She can hang out if she chills out.
What's she doing? She getting all excited? So we
Clawing
got
the fuck out of his leg.
we got a new 9-week-old kitten. So that's not a plug. You don't plug the kitten. That sounded wrong, but you know what I meant.
Don't
Betty
plug the
Boop.
kitten.
You broke the bell.
Aw.
So we should probably take that away and give it back to Tach. All right. So Josh, Andrea, and I got to do something that was really fun. Dabbz, you might like this kind of stuff too. I don't know. Are you a musical theater kind of fan?
That would be a 10 no.
No, and no is okay. I wasn't ever really a musical theater fan from about the time I got graduated high school up to about 2 years ago before I met Andrea, and she got me back into it a little bit. And there's certain ones that I love, I absolutely have a blast at, and there are certain musicals that I don't appreciate the talent as much as other people do. So some of the shows, like the more serious dramas, are just boring to me. You know, I don't like them. I love the comedies and I love the ones with high energy.
Understandable. Yeah.
Andrea and I just went to see over at Surfside Playhouse on Cocoa Beach. We went to see their musical version of Monty Python's Spamalot.
See, that's something I would definitely make an exception for. I would sit through the songs because it's Monty Python.
Yeah. You know, so have you ever seen Monty Python and Search for the Holy Grail? The movie?
A long time ago, but yes, I have seen it. Yeah.
It is that story, that exact same story of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table on their search for the Holy Grail. It's that same story, but set with all the same characters, but set to a musical.
Okay.
And
how long was this musical?
About an hour and 40 minutes. So like a long movie, basically. And there's an intermission, and they serve beer and wine.
Okay.
So
And snacks.
Getting better.
yeah, and it's not
Getting better.
and munchies. I'm just saying, you can go and have a.
It's over now.
Well, yeah, for that show, it's over. However, Go ahead.
Are you allowed to bring your vape pens?
Not inside the theater. yeah, that's the one downer. They don't interfere with their lights.
Yeah, but then you miss the music.
Just bring like a
Join
toilet paper roll.
intermission.
Fill it with toilet paper.
Wet toilet paper, blow into it. No, they have. They've got beer and wine, and there is an intermission. So about halfway through the show, you get a good 20-minute break to go outside, do your thing, get another beer. Of course, you can get beers during the show too. But no, it was really good. So Steve Mogel, who's a good friend of ours, turned us on to this a while back, and we shot a video for him, a little promo video featuring a couple of the characters, and promoted it and got a few hundred views. The video was really good. It turned out really good. Props to Tach for his editing and filming skills, because he knows how to capture some good shit on film.
Yeah.
He's really good at doing that shit. But the characters portrayed their characters on the show. It wasn't like interviewing behind the scenes with the actor that plays the character. We had them in character. So we had
That's fucking
sweet.
Yeah.
We had the enchanter and one of the French guards that taunts people. He kind of stole that video a little bit. But dude, Steve really let us in on a good thing by introducing us to that group of people out there out of the Playhouse. And they don't pay us for ads or sponsorship or anything like that. It's just a community theater, and it's the people that make it, because they volunteer all their time. The set construction, the lights, the actors, the singer, the whole 9 yards, all volunteers. So big props to them.
I think something that's like volunteer based like that, probably is a better production anyways, you know, because you know that everybody there is there for the love, and they're there because they're passionate about whatever it is, whether it's the play itself or the set design, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody who's there doing it is there because that's what they love. And I feel like you get a better performance, a better product that way. So I'm kind of jelly I missed that. I feel like I might have enjoyed that.
Well, you know, I guess good things come in twos. Cocoa Village Playhouse. So we're not a fan of either individually. You know, all the playhouses in Brevard
are playhouses.
Yeah, they're all good. Cocoa Village is doing the same production, Monty Python's Spamalot, but it's not going to be until what, March, Andrea?
Is it the same cast?
No. It's all different. You have to audition for this one as well.
You can audition for it.
What?
You could.
Was there black people in Monty Python days?
Sure.
I don't remember any black people in the Monty Pythons.
So is it? It's England in 932
You can be one of the dead
AD.
people on the cart.
Yeah. Excuse me? Say that again?
You can be one of the dead people on the cart.
Yeah. Okay. See?
What are we talking about? We're missing a great opportunity. You could be the Black Knight.
Oh, yes.
Racist.
Just like, wait, what? You said black. I didn't. Wait a minute now.
That's not fair. You told me racism is fun. Is it not?
No, you can't
You
say
lied
things like
to me.
"There's a black man in the studio." He could, he's gonna get mad. No, I'm just kidding. No, dude, you could though. You could audition if you want to.
I don't. Okay. Maybe.
No
Yeah.
I don't do good
experience
in crowds.
necessary.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to sing. You can be anything. There's a ton of
I will
roles.
do some set design. Hold on.
But I'm auditioning. I've been practicing with our boy Jason Crace, who's an employee for the Cocoa Village Playhouse. He's teaching me voice lessons. He's giving me voice lessons or selling me
And
whatever.
Mr. Wilson is going to come and be an audience member.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best.
I will totes- I will
I'm
totes
gonna
join
watch
Mr.
the
Wilson.
shit out of that show.
Yeah, dude.
I might even sing a couple songs.
Oh, dude, it was so. So the guys over at Cocoa Beach, that Surfside Playhouse, did a really. They blew me away with their ability to harmonize, especially the nights. They were fucking really good. So I'm a little nervous because I don't know how to really harmonize too well yet. I haven't got that part of the skills down. So we'll see. You know, at least come time for auditions. Hopefully, I'll be ready.
See,
I got a built-in singer and teacher right here.
You
She
still
can help
doing
me.
that coaching?
Yeah. I'm still working with Jason. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. I got to go back and see him.
Is singing something that you can get better at? Like,
Absolutely.
Is it something that you can start off as a bad singer
Yes.
and train yourself to be a good singer?
Absolutely.
Because I always wanted to be able to sing, but I'm not good at it. Like I always tell my friends, man, if I could sing, I'd probably have a 6-pack. And I would just sing with my shirt off all the time. Like if I could sing, I think that's why God blessed me with a terrible voice. Because if I could sing, I swear to God, I would be a healthier individual all the way around. I would, man, you don't understand. No shirt all the time.
So Jason told me, and Andrea could probably speak to this better because she's actually a singer, but Jason told me that singing is you're literally working out a muscle. It's the larynx muscle that's making the vibrations. Basically, it shakes, and that's what makes your voice.
Yes.
And you can teach that muscle just like muscle memory for anything else you do. Riding, for example, riding a bicycle, lifting weights. You can exercise that muscle, strengthen it, teach it, train it, and you can literally become a better singer just by practice. So
See, you shouldn't have told me that. Now I'm gonna be Googling singing coaches.
Dabbz Kay is gonna be King
You
Arthur.
know one.
I say he's talking about one who's local right now.
Yeah, Jason Craze, Cocoa Village Playhouse. This isn't a shameless plug for him. He's helping me out, but he charges. It's cheap. It's affordable,
Okay,
but
we'll
it's good.
We'll talk about
Charges
it.
by the half hour or hour.
Okay.
Just saying. And he uses the studio up there. But anyway, all right. So we are.
Can we actually, before we get away from
Yeah.
that, can we talk about our next filming thing?
Yeah, we can talk about it. So the ink is not done yet. However, they're checking on licensing. But Dichotomy Media, which is our company, has been permitted or selected. You choose whichever one you want. We get to film Hot Pink during their Queen tribute up at Cocoa Village Playhouse.
That's sweet.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna. Tach is gonna be directing and producing this. So this is his baby. He's got his degree in filmmaking and production. So we're gathering up he's gathering up his crew. Your crew can call my crew. We can rendezvous. All right. Anyway,
At the bar
Sounds
around
like a
2.
bunch of pirates.
he's gathering up everybody to get together for production assistance for people who will actually be shooting in the crowds, like holding the
Shooting?
cameras, video shooting.
And a bottle of rum.
But no, we're gonna do it. So you've heard Hot Pink. You saw Hot Pink at our listener event.
Exactly.
They're doing like a 2-hour show, two of them, 2 nights worth of shows up at Cocoa Village Playhouse for a Queen tribute.
That's going to be badass.
Fucking Tach has this jib crane thing we're going to be using.
The stabilizer one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can like
sweet.
pan it out into the audience and get some people in the Yeah, dude, it's going to be
You know
nuts.
what's even more badass is I get to sing with the band.
What?
Yes, they invited Andrea to be part of their chorus. Yes.
What song are you singing with them?
About 15 of them.
Dude, so you're going to be up there the whole night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I wish
Awesome.
I wish I could sing. God damn it. I'm
Yeah.
toast jelly.
Go see our boy Jason Craze up at the Playhouse. He'll hook you up.
Look, if Jason could make me sing good, it would be the best endorsement for him ever.
You could
I
be
swear.
the next American Idol.
Okay, I want to be Ruben. Can I be Ruben? I will start singing the gospel.
By the way, for listeners, if you want to get tickets, they're pretty much sold out for Friday. However, Saturday shows are still available. CocoVillagePlayhouse.com. Is that the correct address?
Yeah.
And then you'll see the tickets on there. You can just click buy tickets and pick whichever show, and you get to pick your seats and the whole 9 yards. So, but yeah, we'll be up there recording Saturday. I'm not sure if it's the matinee or the evening show yet, but we're going to be up there recording Saturday.
Either
Hopefully.
way, it's going to be super cool.
Yeah. We're going to get behind the scenes, like when they're done and come back out. And we're going to get crowd reactions out front when you're leaving. Like, hey, what'd you think? And oh yeah, I can't wait.
I was, you know what? In my youth, I was actually in a few plays. Like I do
Really?
like the theater. Like, shh, don't tell nobody. I do a lot of white stuff on the weekends.
That was funny. I think, and it may just be my exposure with Andrea, but I think theater in its essence is getting a huge comeback. I think it's starting to become more of a popular or mainstream thing to do. For a long time, it was always, stereotyped into certain categories of people that would do that.
Yep.
Predominantly old people.
Effeminate too.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge stereotype. Not that that's not present. However,
It's not all that's there.
Yeah, all stretches of life go and do these theater performances.
Like
and now,
transgenders.
especially transgenders. Yeah, especially transgenders. She's all over that fucking plug bell. All right. So anyway, go check out your tickets. I've got tickets for Friday night, but I'm also going to go up for filming for Saturday sometime. So if you want to see us up there and want to get on some video, then come on up and see us.
Sweet.
All right. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's here. Thanksgiving's almost here. Actually, this episode, I believe, will drop on Thanksgiving. Is that this coming Thursday?
Now
Yeah.
that's something to be thankful for.
Yay!
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So first things first, traditions. Do you guys have any, like, not necessarily unusual, but traditions in your families that you really stick to around Thanksgiving?
We
Is there
eat
something you always do?
You're okay? Yeah. Turkey.
Well, all right. I mean,
we eat the turkey.
That's one.
And we create leftovers for more sandwiches. I think Thanksgiving is more about the days after Thanksgiving and eating like all the turkey sandwiches afterwards. Because I mean, my family's not big on traditions or repeatedly doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But we have turkey and we have green bean casserole and we have mashed potatoes. I know them 3 things got to be there. And yeah, we just eat.
The green bean casserole is pretty good. My mother makes a broccoli casserole every holiday. Oh, it's my favorite food in the entire world.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I'm
my favorite.
not a giant fan of broccoli.
You don't really
I've
taste
got a
broccoli,
bunch
though.
of food. We can talk about food online.
Okay. All right. Other traditions then.
I mean, I do the most stereotypical thing ever. Like the whole family gets together, we make a whole bunch of the stereotypical food, we eat a bunch, and then we sit around talking about how full and tired we are.
Okay, and watch some football. I usually nap while the game is on.
Me and you love football. I don't think either one of these two have football in their traditions very much.
Yay, sports.
I know Tach, our transgender, does not watch football.
I almost called him Track. Then I tried to call him Chack. I don't know what the F is going on.
Paint me like one of your French girls, Jack. Dabbz Kay just took a shirt off in studio. I'm not really sure what that's all about.
Wait till you guys get the cameras, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I used to do football was a big part of my Thanksgiving. It hasn't really been that way for the last few years.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie. My team are the Eagles. They're on team right now. But my team has been kind of poopy the last 3 years. So I haven't been watching much football at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch football to watch anybody else's team do good. You know
I'm
what
the
saying?
Dolphins, so my team's the Dolphins. So
See,
yeah.
I couldn't have grown up a Browns fan. You know what I'm saying? Something like that where I could never watch my team play good. It would kill me. Yeah. Oh. Yay, sports! Look at Andrea's face.
Yeah, she's it
I like the
glazes over.
Thanksgiving Day parade.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Thanksgiving
And
Day
I like
parade.
looking at the ads for Black Friday.
Black Friday. I'm looking forward to this year's Black Friday.
Are you a Black Friday fan? Is
Look, I'm getting paid 2 days before. You better believe I'm finna fuck Black Friday up.
Andrea used to do that with her sister a lot. She used to go and wait in those fucking lines at like 2 in the
mine's all
morning.
going to be on the
I've
internet.
done it once.
Internet.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Cyber Monday, right? Isn't that the big thing?
Well, they do all the
Dude,
sales
Black
all week
Friday.
long. Yeah, man.
Really?
Yep.
I never got into Black Friday. I've always hated it because of the lines. and
Yeah, I'm
just
not going to
interested.
stores. You're right on that aspect of it.
It is the biggest hustle ever. Actually, it's gotten to the point now, so much business. Margaret goes, my wife goes. She goes every year with her mom because they just go and like to spend time with each other and walk around stores and stuff. It's
Sure.
cool. But they have said over the past few years, it's like not as crazy and chaotic as it used to be. Yeah, there's still
Because
long
the
lines and
internet,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
there's no reason. Like all the best deals are online 2 weeks in advance. Like
They had to figure out a way to stop people from getting trampled.
yeah.
People were dying in Walmart
shit
year
is-
after year.
Well, you
got to
stop putting natural ice on sale.
They still have doorbusters though.
That's true. There are.
Yeah.
There's definitely every store has a handful of legitimately awesome deals. No-
because they want the foot traffic. They just don't want the people getting trampled.
Those videos are so good, though.
They- oh my god! Let's look at some old man just got. Oh, he's gone. He's down. Oh my god!
Old
Oh
man
my
down.
God.
Nobody's
Oh my God.
stopping. They're stepping on him.
Somebody make some room. Do something. Jesus Christ!
Two grown ass adults fighting over
What?
a Game Boy.
Or like a plush like stuffed toys. You know what I'm saying? Like
All right, so we said something about foods earlier. So,
foods.
Andrea,
Yes.
did you bring something to the table?
Yes,
Proverbially.
I have like the 18 most important Thanksgiving foods ranked.
Okay.
From number
ranked.
one is like the most important thing on your Thanksgiving table.
So, are we going to do this like agree or disagree kind of situation?
Well, if you want to.
Agree or disagree?
I like it.
Number 18 is green bean casserole.
Ah, there you
That's
go.
the lastest one.
That's
Come
the lastest
on, man. That should be up a
That
little
doesn't make
higher.
any sense. I disagree.
Yeah,
People-
disagree with placement. Yeah.
People talk about how much they love this cauldron of beans, fried onions, and Campbell's cream of mushroom.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
But then they only take a spoonful. There's a reason you only see this once a year.
I don't believe
I take a spoonful to leave for everybody else and take the rest on my plate.
No, that's true though. I only want it for Thanksgiving. I don't like if you pull out a green bean casserole on a random day. I'll be
Oh,
like, "What
that's
the
a good
fuck
point.
is wrong with you?"
Dude, you know what? Go to like a company potluck or something and drop a casserole, like a green bean casserole, and everyone loses their mind because they only see it once
On
a year.
Thanksgiving, yeah,
That's a
you
good
got
point. That's a good
there,
call, yeah.
That's
Number 17 is cranberry sauce.
ew.
How did green bean casserole lose to cranberry sauce?
Cranberry
sauce?
sauce is gross.
It's garbage.
You should try mine. I make a homemade one that's delicious.
I would do a homemade
With
one over
cinnamon
this
and
Jello
orange
skin.
zest.
Andrea uses about a pound of sugar in hers.
See,
and
I can
that's
fuck
what I'm
with
talking
that
about.
one. Yeah, I can mess with that
It
one.
tastes like Jello. It's so good.
It says it's always there sitting on the table, usually still shaped like a can, ribbed,
See?
perimeter, and all. If it's not there, somebody will freak out. That same person won't touch it.
No cranberry sauce? You're not going to eat it anyway, George.
Yeah, man. Fucking gross.
Number 16 is candied yams.
All right.
Okay, I'll candy some yams too. That's delicious.
Yeah. Get some
People
marshmallows on
always-
top.
Nope. People
What,
always
no?
confuse these for sweet potatoes, and we're not really sure what the difference is, except for the fact that they are usually round and don't have marshmallows, and are kind of gross if you didn't grow up eating them.
Wait a minute. So candied yams are not the things I eat with marshmallows on
Nope.
top? That's just sweet potatoes?
That's
Like,
No
sweet
sweet
potatoes.
potato.
like
yeah.
mashed sweet potatoes?
Did anybody else watch what just happened? Adam was just anonymously deflated by the internet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Google, fuck you.
Sorry if I upset you. To report a problem, you can send feedback.
Okay.
You got my Google going.
I heard it too.
Number 15 is sweet potatoes. These are also kind of gross if you didn't grow up eating them, but there are marshmallows, so they win.
Nah, sweet potatoes are
They're
dang.
so good.
I love sweet potatoes.
And I don't necessarily like marshmallows, but sweet potatoes are dang.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of sweet potatoes.
No thanks. Well, I like sweet. I don't like the candied ones with all the marshmallows and stuff. Number 14 is corn. It's here because we can't celebrate Thanksgiving without a little maize, and also because it is a good visual
Maize.
evidence that you are beginning to digest your gigantic meal.
Ooh, that's a little gross. I can't believe they went there.
There's simple one thing about corn I just found out actually last month. It's used to actually clean out your system. If they think you're trying to smuggle contraband in to the jails, they will stuff you full of corn as much as they can, and because your body doesn't really digest it, so it all comes out as corn at the end, and it actually it's good for your colon. It'll clean you out, but at the same time, that's how they look for drugs in the prison
Wow,
system.
so it's like a drug screening system.
yeah,
Eat corn
it just-
and it'll send it
Delicious.
right out of you.
Delicious.
Sift everything out. Yeah.
I want
Oh, wow.
some corn now.
That sounds torturous.
Okay, right?
Number 13 is Brussels sprouts. If you have to eat a veggie, and we don't because we're adults now, you could do a hell of a lot worse than these little cabbage balls. Then you can, gross.
Disagree.
So how did this bullshit get above green bean casserole?
Right?
Oh
Above
my
Agreed.
everything.
Yes, the green bean casserole at least has got to be in the top 5 to me.
Well, number 12 is the turducken. Turkey stuffed with a duck, stuffed with a chicken, would be at the top of this and most any list if anyone could actually knew how to make it.
Oh, has anybody in the room ever had one?
Never had one once before.
I've never had one myself. However, I grew up with this guy named John and his family every year. Like
Really?
handmade turducken by some family he had in Alaska.
Andrea had a great idea. She'd get a turducken and then dip it in the fucking frying. The
Deep fried
Deep fried,
turducken.
yeah.
Let's do it. Who's got the peanut oil?
right? I don't have a container big enough for deep frying.
Yeah,
I
see,
just
I've
wanted
never-
just
I've-
a turkey.
Do deep fry the
It
turkey?
doesn't have to be a duck and a chicken.
See, I want to look. Ever since I was little, watching the turduckens on TV, John Madden, your boy John, Adam. I want a turducken. I'm not a fan of duck either. I don't fucking particularly like duck, but
Deep fried duck sounds pretty fucking good though.
crispy. Anything
does
deep
sound
fried
good.
sounds
The
delicious.
duck isn't going to be crispy, though. It's inside.
It'll still get crispy. The oil will make it in there.
No, it won't. You never had a deep fried turkey?
Never.
No.
Oh, it's super juicy. It's delicious.
So good.
Oh, okay, stop. I'm hungry.
All right, number 11, crescent roll. Oh,
You know you can buy turducken at the grocery, right?
Where? What
and just
grocery
cook it in
store?
the oven around the holidays, like Publix, Walmart.
Publix
Yeah.
don't got no turduckens.
yeah.
Do they really?
No.
Yeah.
Where they sell
Where
turduckens
have y'all
at?
been?
All right, we're trying this. Okay, Google, where can I buy a turducken?
I found a couple places. The first one is Sam's Club at 10385 Big Bend Road in Riverview.
Sam's Club. Fucking
The second
Riverview.
one is Alpine Steakhouse at 4520 South Tamiami Trail in Sarasota.
Oh, these are all over in Tampa.
Yeah.
All right, so BJ's. Is that BJ's they
Sam's.
said? Sam's.
They got
Sam's.
They got Sam's down by my way too.
You can go fuck with the Sam's membership right now, aren't you?
My boss just told me to go get the card.
There you go.
I'm getting a turducken this year.
Number 11, crescent rolls. Seriously, the one day year that everyone brings their A game and you pop a Pillsbury can, get with it, man. And also, please pass the delicious crescent rolls.
Yeah, I see crescent rolls as being part of the Thanksgiving dinner, but nowhere near as important as
it's
green
just-
bean casserole.
It's just
Still,
filler.
I'm
It's
so
just filler.
salty about that. Doesn't deserve the bottom spot.
No.
Number 10, honey baked ham. Somebody at your
okay.
table decided that 30 pounds of poultry just wasn't enough meat. That person should be sitting at the head of the table.
100% agreed.
I actually am a big fan of both. Like I like to have ham and turkey on the Thanksgiving.
I do too, 100%. My friend, his name's Rick. He lives up in North Carolina. He actually owns a slaughterhouse, and he
Sweet.
yeah he it's in
do
the
a
mountains of
mobile
North
show from
Carolina,
there.
up in Boone or Blowing Rock area. Anyway, he sends the pork that he makes. He sends in freezer tight or airtight bags, so they last for years. The meat stays good for years and years and years. You open it up, cook it, fry it up. I mean,
What?
dude,
Really?
it is so good. Yes, he does sugar cured and salt cured ham.
What?
Good
Where do I order? What's his web address again?
Damn it! You know, I knew I should have probably had that shit.
See?
I'll find it. I'll put it in the show notes. I don't remember. I gotta get his link. I gotta get his link.
Number 9, apple pie. Nothing's more American except, Thanksgiving and Hulk Hogan, but he probably tastes like body oil.
Gross.
Brother.
Body oil and steroids.
Number 8 is pecan pie.
Oh,
So
that needs to be number
sugary.
1.
Oh,
It might just make your teeth fall out, but that's okay because then you can just eat more mashed potatoes.
yeah, pecan pie hurts my teeth. This is.
Pecan pie should be number 1. Absolutely number
Oh,
1
you
to
won't
me.
believe number 1.
Oh, listen to that teaser.
Whoa.
Number 7, butter rolls. Rolls aren't just a delicious side, they're a vessel. They carry gravy. They make amazing impromptu sliders, and they're nice and if they're nice and stale, they're perfect projectiles. Suck it, crescent rolls.
Perfect projectiles. That's okay. I know in my house we have thrown a fucking hard roll at you or two. You ever just been sitting there and caught a roll to the side of the face?
Yeah.
I have. Like I literally have. It's a terrible existence.
So are you guys fresh roll or King's Hawaiian roll people?
Oh, King's Hawaiian's so good.
I love King's Hawaiian rolls, but on Thanksgiving I always make fresh rolls.
King's Hawaiian rolls, like everybody loves them and they're good. I'm not a bread guy though. It doesn't matter to me, dude. If it's there, I'll eat it. But I'd rather a fresh roll. I really would.
Well, King's Hawaiian has a special recipe that they've patented. It's called Pure Happiness. And they sprinkle that over every one of those things because, my God, those things are good.
They are sweet though. I can tell why people love them so much. I'm just not a bread guy, dude. I'm a meat and potatoes type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want bread in my food. You know, it's like I don't know. I guess my dad made a stigma. It's like bread is a filler. You know what I'm saying? Bread is something that you add to the meal when you don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure everybody gets full. Like,
yeah, I guess that's a good point.
If you like meat and potatoes, you should try my tater tot casserole.
I'm trying to. Is it in the oven?
We need to make that next time Dad comes over.
Okay, I'm gonna give y'all some notice.
Oh, it's good too, man. Oh,
All right, number 6 is pumpkin pie. It's the one time a year when you're definitely getting it, so make sure to be a prick and take the biggest piece you can and use all the whipped cream.
Wow.
Okay,
Be sure to
like
be a
the
prick.
pumpkin pie.
Yeah, pumpkin pie is good. Not as good as pecan pie.
Nope. I hear. I agree with you too, sir. But I still will fuck a pumpkin pie. I will.
Yes.
Number 5 is stuffing. Whether somebody half-assed it with stovetop or jammed it in the bird's badonkadonk. Stuffing's like soaking bird in turkey juice overnight. And if somebody was smart enough to put sausage and dried cranberries up in there, you can make a meal out of it. But you shouldn't because you'll miss out on the turkey.
Yeah, 100% agreed. Stuffing has to be on this list. And again, that's another one of those foods you don't really ever see.
You know what? Stuffing has to be on the list, but it's one of my least favorite.
Really?
That would have been my bottom of the list. Like it's something that just has to be there because it's Thanksgiving. But I don't. Again, it's a bread based side. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not cool with that.
To me, the stuffing would have beat out the crescent rolls, but definitely not beat out any of the pies.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the stuffing before I eat the rolls.
Yeah, there's something about stuffing. I don't understand it, but I eat so much.
It's the truth. Some people love
it's
bread.
so good.
The texture's spot on. The whatever ingredients are in and stuff. I don't know. It's good. Yeah, I agree with Josh.
There's a lot of green onions in there, though. I like them.
Number 4, mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The greatest plate filler in the world also allows you to become an amateur sculptor during mealtime. Look out, it's a gravy volcano.
Okay.
Or just push it through your teeth like a Play-Doh machine. Your mom loves it when you do that.
Making all the squeaky noises.
Nothing beats a good dinner roll, freshly baked, dipped into a little mashed potatoes and gravy, and eat. Oh,
if I'm gonna eat a fresh roll, that's the only way.
My mouth is watering right now. Ooh, good
Number
Lord.
3, good old turkey.
How's turkey not number one? Right?
Could turkey be number 1 if the host didn't drink too much while cooking and forget about it? Probably. But between the skin, the dark meat, and the white meat, and the nap you get when you're done, this sucker could be drier than modern-day Robert Downey Jr. and still be amazing.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that was brutal. They actually have determined that the ingredient in turkey, the chemical that everybody thought, tryptophan, it's not enough in the turkey to actually affect your body.
But we psychologically think that, so it's going to happen.
No, you ate too much and your body is digesting, the blood in your body is digesting food.
It literally could be placebo affecting you.
Number 2, gravy. Fact, gravy is the sauce of life.
Yeah.
It moistens turkeys. It turns potatoes from salty starch blobs to the best side in the world. It makes an open-faced sandwich the food of the gods. You can dunk your bread in it. You can drink it through a straw. Just make sure there's enough at the table for you to wash in it later.
This podcast sponsored by Gravy.
Buy gravy.
Number 1.
All right, what is number one? What? So let's see what
We should
beat
guess.
pecan pie. What beat fucking green bean casserole? What beat turkey
and ham?
and yams and cranberries for Thanksgiving?
What are you going to pick?
Beat the turfucking or turducken.
What else? What's
You know what?
What is
Football.
left though?
Oh, football. They can't eat football. These are foods. A
That's my
football
guess.
cheese ball.
That's my guess.
A cheese ball shaped like a football. All right, that's what you're going with. What other foods?
I can't think of anything left for Thanksgiving.
Well, maybe it's a trick. Maybe it's a drink.
Ooh, wine.
Eggnog is Christmas. What do you drink at Thanksgiving? Wine?
I thought, yeah,
Dinner wine? Yeah, that could be.
It's a red. It's a red with turkey, right?
Yes, it is.
No, it's white. Look at. No.
It's white?
Ask Google.
Oh, good call.
Hey Google, what kind of wine should I drink with turkey?
Here's a summary from the website winefolly.com. Wine for a perfectly baked turkey. Spanish Garnacha, Cru Beaujolais or Beaujolais Villages, Carignan, Pinot Noir, Brachetto d'Aqui, Dry
Okay, get your
American
little
Rosé,
I heard.
and more.
Okay, you can stop
To read
Google.
more, look for the link in
No,
your
no
Hey
more.
Google, stop.
She don't listen to me.
Okay.
She say Spanish snatch in there? I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to run that back. I missed the Spanish snatch. I love me some Spanish snatch now. Hey,
That's
look,
your number one. That's Dabbz Kay's number one for
if
this
you
list.
want to know what's Dabbz Kay like, it's some Spanish snatch. That's the truth.
Number 1 is bourbon. You have to deal with
liquor.
your idiot
Yeah,
relatives.
yeah,
You have to
yeah.
pretend like you like roasted squash. You have to talk politics with your uncle who shows up once a year. You had better believe that bourbon is the most important and delicious thing at the table.
You know what?
I can deal with that.
completely turned my mind around. This is the smartest list in the world.
Best list ever. They did that.
Very good
Happy
find.
Thanksgiving.
Very good find, baby.
Now that we're all hungry.
Yeah, no shit. All right, we're gonna take
man.
we're gonna take a break in studio. We're gonna go get some fucking munchies, and then
All right.
Andrea's gonna wrap up the show next segment with a diary.
I'm going to do a rap.
Yes, you are.
What? Bars. Spit bars.
All right, we'll be right back.
Bubble butt, bubble 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 butt, bubble butt, bubble 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 butt, bubble butt, bubble 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 butt. Turn around, stick it out, show the world you got it. Bubble butt, bubble 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 butt, bubble butt, bubble 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 butt, bubble butt, bubble bubble bubble.
Sponsorship with Living Podcariously or The Twisted 10 is not just about contracts or money. We like to form relationships with those who invest in our shows.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. We only like representing companies or products that we can really get behind.
We met Kyle and Bianca from Oak and Iron Photography at an event from another sponsor of ours and immediately bonded with them because let's face it, they're just awesome people.
Yeah, and if you came out to our Living Podcariously listener event, you may have seen them roaming around, taking some photos for us. They captured so much joy and emotion in those photos that night. It was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Now, Adam, I'm kind of a amateur photographer, so I can appreciate how difficult it really is to capture moments like that.
They shoot events of any kind, weddings, lifestyle photos like maternity, couples, families, you name it. Not only do they capture moments that your grandmama will like, but they also put that Oak and Iron personal style and spin on what would normally be considered traditional photos.
Oh yeah, that Ring of Fire shot from our event was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Their photos not only capture the raw emotions, but when looking at them later, you are transported back to that day they were taken.
You'll see it on their website. They capture, quote, the real moments for the true at heart.
Nice.
Head on over to oakandironphoto.com to check out some of their work. Also, you can click the Contact Us button and get a quote of your own.
Go and check out oakandironphoto.com and let Kyle and Bianca know you heard about them from us.
Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women send in questions to show@livingpodcariously.com for Adam, Tach, and Jay to give brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Hey, Tach, is that the best name we could come up with?
Yeah, just go with it.
Aw, I think it's adorable.
Can we man up the music a little bit or something?
I got you, buddy.
Right, number one.
Number one.
So, is it really true that men think women are prettiest in sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup, or do they really think they are more beautiful when they are all dressed up?
Oh, that's two. That's reread the first part of the question, please.
Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup.
Keep going. Well, because the question sounded like, is it more beautiful, or do guys find girls beautiful when they say that they're beautiful when they're in that?
Do they think they're prettiest when they're...
Oh, prettiest. Okay. All right, there's the key.
I think it's fair to say that they're two different types of beauty. And what I mean by that is there is a certain beauty in just being comfortable and relaxing with another person. And then there's also appreciating the effort that goes into you wanting to dress up to go out with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So, like, I can appreciate the effort, but at the same time, I can also appreciate being comfortable and sitting on the couch and just spending time together.
And
So no ball gowns on the couch?
I mean,
if that's how you get down,
that's your-
Did you say no
chill.
ball gags on the couch?
oh, yaga. Woo, woo,
Let's
woo.
not rule anything out yet.
Woo, woo, woo. But
Is that prettiest when I have a ball gag on?
I don't know. Go put it
it
on.
is pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. but there's a lot to be said about beauty and before and after makeup shots. You know what I'm saying? There are some women who are extremely attractive with just a little bit of eyeliner, and there are some women who are absolutely hideous until they put on their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a lot to be said about sweatpants and no makeup. You know what I'm saying? If you're truly beautiful, then you're truly beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
some girls
that's
have it,
true.
some girls don't. Some
Yeah.
girls, it does need a lot of that makeup.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
know, right?
No,
That's obviously not you, Miss Joy.
No.
No, I do.
Okay.
I have red eyelashes. I need
I know
makeup.
that's hot though. Red. Look, I've never
It's
been a
rare.
red one. I've never seen a red one, man. I swear.
yes. Well, you should come over to more shows. Tach sits in that exact seat, and Andrea never wears panties. So when she wears dresses,
What?
I don't
mean,
have
it
any
just
hair to prove
happens.
down there.
I guess
She
that's a
just
good
I
point.
don't have any hair to prove that.
She's when the carpets match the drapes, we have tile floors, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yaga. Boom. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And moving right along.
Yes.
Number 2. What do guys really do at bachelor parties?
Damn it, guys! This is one of those things where we have to tell the truth because it's the guyery. However, do we tell the girls what we really
how
do?
about-
This isn't a
I'll talk
secret.
about my bachelor party.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We so it was me and five other dudes, and we rented a cabin up in like northwest Georgia, and
Sat in a circle.
no, we just,
Grab the guy's dick to your right.
it was a really cool cabin. We were out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Apparently, we were like just off of hunting grounds. We found that out at one point. It was we just went to Walmart, spent a ton of money on junk food, and then went back to the house and got fucked up for 4 days.
Where? That's what's up.
That's awesome.
That's a nice little innocent one. Like I've been to 2 bachelor parties, and it's just a night at the strip club. I mean, like, if you're okay with your old man going to the strip club, then a bachelor party is not that big a deal.
Yeah, no.
know.
So
I
if,
saw what happens at those
Well, that's why I went to a
places.
cabin.
Yeah, it's a lot safer for you. Stay. Yeah.
I
Well, no,
actually-
like my wife, she doesn't care. That's the part. Like we go together. We go to strip clubs together.
See, yeah,
so
that's
when it came to
awesome.
bachelor party time, we were like,
Let's do something new.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just go on adventure. He-Man, Woman Haters Club.
yeah. So I had originally wanted to take Josh and his whole group of guys on a cruise, do a bachelor party cruise.
Yeah, I've done that too. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of fun. It's just
And that's one's a little more, but that one's another one of those ones like the cabin in the woods. It's a little more innocent. You know what I'm saying? There's not necessarily going to be a bunch of strippers or a bunch of
Yeah.
naked bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of your friends hanging out. Like we smoke. Look, I smoke weed on the front of the boat. You know, is that something you're not supposed to do? Like, because should I stop?
International waters.
Should
That's
I
a good
stop
question.
bringing pot on boats?
No, you get a balcony room.
See, I'm fine with pay that
You-
balcony money, but you know,
You do have to be careful with open flames on a ship in general.
yeah, I know
like
they say
a-
don't flick it over the side, but I'll eat it or something. I'll figure out a way to get rid of that roach.
There's a little cup and
Flush
you
that
put
shit
water
down
in
like
there.
See?
the super jet turbo toilets.
Okay, yeah.
You just get it wet first, then give it to
you
the
always
fish.
got to get it wet first.
Josh, you're being prejudiced though. Every time I've been with an open flame on a cruise ship, they were always the most fun to hang out with.
Woo!
Are these questions, are these girls not putting their names on these? 'Cause you haven't said, okay, I was just curious.
Not everyone wants to be known, I guess.
By the way, send your emails to show@livingpodcariously.com. Put a little subject line in there about for Andrea Joy or for the Guyry or something that we can see it, and we'll ask it and answer your questions.
Or on Facebook.
Yeah,
Send us a message.
Exactly, yes.
Number 3. My boyfriend thinks there is no harm in sexting and flirting with other women because he doesn't meet them in person. What are your thoughts about his game?
He's wrong.
He's probably fucking someone else.
Mr.
He's a fucking
Burrito.
dirtbag is what he is.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's put it this way. Every couple has their tolerances. So every couple allows the other in the couple to, or the other in the relationship, their boundaries and their barriers.
That's true.
This girl, if you as the writer of this email have a problem with it and have explained that to this man, then yes, it's wrong. However, some people are open. So some people can do that and be perfectly fine with it, but obviously she's not. So the answer is he's in the wrong here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a sign, sweetheart. Move on. Move on.
Yes.
Tach's single.
That's
Okay.
true. Tech is single, yeah.
That's right.
Gainfully employed.
Tech's
He's a pretty
single,
cool
but
dude to hang out with.
He's always talking to a new chick. Every time I come over here, it's like, oh, Tech's talking to her with this guy. Save some of the ladies for me, Tech.
Listen, Tach's got some fucking game. Even though he
Okay.
plays it down,
Okay.
Tach knows what he's doing.
He works for the space. He works for space. Y'all space people. Y'all dudes. He's making babies. Tech's pulling all the good women. I want some sensible woman in my life. Jesus Christ.
You want to touch my pussy again?
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. That's a perfect sound drop right there. That is perfect. You know, everyone was quiet. There was no laughing. It was just Andrea. That's awesome.
I'm talking about this little kitten.
Yes.
She's pointing between your legs for the listeners.
I like to rub it.
I guess if you're going to throw it out
this.
there.
Look, it's clawing back at it. It's look at
You
it.
never want a pussy to claw back at you. That's something wrong.
Vagina
Where are we
is
at?
Number 4. Is
Number 4.
Yep.
Do you notice perfume on a girl? Can certain scents turn you on?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's an entire science built around pheromones, which are literally in our DNA. So yes, certain scents to certain types of people are absolutely an aphrodisiac or a sexual arousant. Yes, so absolutely. And yes, I like perfumes, good perfumes on you. And it all deals with the girl's chemistry and the guys as well. If a guy wears certain types of colognes that works with his pH levels, it is a real science. That's really something that works.
I feel like shampoo is my thing.
That's good. You know what though? There's something to be said about the clean smell of like soap. Some of the perfumes and colognes have a soapy smell to them too. And that's really something, there's science behind that too.
I feel like because I'm so large, like whenever I've had a girlfriend, I've always came down and kissed the top of the head, you know? So I've constantly been
That makes
smelling
sense.
the hair.
Oh, yeah.
And if the hair doesn't smell right or smell good, it's a real turn off for me. Like I like your hair has to smell good. Like
Dude, that's deep.
It's weird.
Never
I think
thought
it's
about that.
really weird. Like I don't really bring it up everywhere I go, but yeah, like your hair has to smell good for me, or else it's
All these girls that like Dabbz Kay are listening to this, but like,
They're all washing their hair.
what's my hair smell like?
Yeah, it's actually that ends up being pretty useful at some points because like Margaret knows my smell. So like there's some date nights or it starts out where I know I'm getting laid.
Yeah.
Like I just know.
Yes.
It's like it's gonna be good.
Yes, gonna be a good night. Oh, awesome.
All right, our last one. If a girl is giving you a blowjob, do you ever get really scared she'll accidentally bite off your dick?
Oh
No.
not until now. I mean, the
Again,
fuck.
I'm like, I'm grown now. That's stuff we worry about when you're a teenager, right?
I want to reverse this one. Have you ever considered?
Ooh, reverse guy.
I'm gonna reverse it. Have you ever considered biting a dude's dick?
No.
Like, okay, this is the real thing. Like, when my mid 20s, right? When driving down a road, I would feel compelled to throw my cell phone out the window. I never did it, but it was always this compulsion. You know, it's like, man, I just throw this fucking phone right out the window now, see what would happen. I never did it, but it was always a thought. So you never, you know what I'm saying, had it, you know, and it's like, what happens if I just snatch it right on
That
off?
would hurt so bad.
See, we need to make more like you. We need to make a couple more, just a couple more like you.
Clone some
'Cause I know
Andrea Joys.
there's some mean ass chicks out there that they just want to bite it off and chew on it with their molars, like.
But I wouldn't want someone to bite me and chew it off. So
Has that ever happened?
No.
I knew a girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but Rebecca told me the story about the first time she ever had a guy like go downtown on her. You know what I'm saying? And her exact words to me was like, "He really thought you had to eat it." And I was like, "Wait, what do you mean he bit it?" Like, she was like, "Yes, it was terrible." I was like, "Oh, you poor thing."
Let me show you how to do it. Yeah, let me show you how it's supposed to be done.
You can
Yeah.
also use the back of your tongue sometimes.
Oh man. All right. So no, I'd never thought that before. But yeah, that is a little scary.
Bite,
Little bit
no
scary to
dick
think
biters. No dick biters.
I have had people that have used their teeth on the device itself, and that's not ever really pleasurable.
The device.
I don't know. It
Is
just
your
felt
shit,
weird
are you
calling
a
it dick.
cyborg? Are you, is your dick electronic?
This is a new skin. It's a wait. What does Arnold say in the movie? I'm cybernetic. With never mind. You know what I was going for.
Ask Google.
The one with the hair.
I'm
the
not asking
hair
her
patch?
shit. She's not that smart.
What was it? What Data was trying to build some real skin too. What did he say?
Yeah. Data's Data's brother. Oh, what's Data's brother from Star Trek Next Generation? Okay. Hey, I'll ask Google that.
You got mad at me last time.
What is the name of Data's brother from Star Trek Next Generation?
My apologies. I don't understand.
We're done. We're done with Google. She doesn't know.
Google. She's a great alarm clock.
and hey Google, add poopy buttholes to my shopping list.
Damn it. She didn't hear it.
Oh, damn it, man.
You gotta do it again.
Hey Google.
No, stop. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I can't see the lights. Hey Google, add poopy buttholes to my shopping list.
Okay, I've added poopy buttholes to your shopping list.
You know what? You guys want to know what the best part is? Like, Margaret generally does the grocery shopping.
Oh, it's just asleep now.
Okay, Google, where do I find poopy buttholes?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Of course you don't.
Oh, she's so bad at this thing.
Is that the last question from the Guyry?
Okay, Google, is that the last question for the Guyry?
That's not what I meant.
Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, she doesn't understand that. Was that all of them though, Andrea? That's the best Guyry ever. Good job.
That was fun. Best guy ever.
Yeah, definitely.
And now she's playing with the pussy.
Oh, my little pussy.
So furry.
Is that how you talk to it? Like
Love
you get down
playing
there
with
and
my
you're like,
pussy.
Oh, you're so cute. Let me just kiss you. Have you ever seen the Robin Williams skit about "Is this what we look like to you, ladies"?
No, what is that? I missed
It is
that.
intense.
I'm gonna play just a piece of this, and then we'll wrap up the show.
Hey, actually, while you pull that up, we got 2 more shout outs.
Oh, sweet.
We got one
Two
more.
more.
We got one more from Stephanie because she's being cute tonight.
All right.
She
cute
said
stuff.
also to my best friend Dan, her husband. He is so cool.
Oh.
What up, Dan?
Yeah, but Dan is pretty cool. We also we got one from Tall Trey Comedy. Trey Easterling, friend of the show. Can you give a shout out to Oliver? I feel he does not get enough credit.
Ollie, what it do, Ollie?
What's up, Ollie? He slept through all of it. Oh, he woke up for the barks.
Don't bite.
He's like, "Don't fuck with me. What are you doing? I'm sleeping over here."
Okay.
So yeah, everybody who wrote in tonight, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You guys rock,
Yeah,
man.
we'll talk to you guys next week.
We're gonna start incorporating more live shit, like live videos from inside the studio while we're recording on
Don't
Facebook
record
Live
this.
or whatever. Yeah, some things won't be recorded, namely funny sounds that are coming from Dabbz Kay's vape device. It's really weird sounding. It's strange. It reminds me of Taco Bob.
Dude, somebody else said that to me the other day. Crushed my spirits.
A taco sounds delicious.
You ever had the mini tacos out of 7-Eleven?
I haven't heard Taco Bob's name in ever.
Okay, I didn't even know he still did radio, but apparently, old man radio.
For everybody else for watching Robin Williams.
Yeah, I'll cut this.
Everybody else is listening. Oh, yeah. I don't even get this part.
This is
Exactly. That's exactly what it looks like. You motherfucker. I don't believe I've never seen this before. Shut the fuck up. That's hilarious. Oh, shit. They put your whole nose in it. That's how you know you're doing it right, man. Drunker than a motherfucker. Fell asleep facing the monkey. Oh my goodness.
all right. All right, Dabbz. How can our listeners find you?
Oh, it would be at the www.burnitdownshow.com, or you can look us up on the Facebooks at Burn It Down, or you can find us on Podcast Addict. We're on motherfucking iTunes,
Podcast Radio Network now.
Podcast Radio Network. Where anywhere you can find a podcast except for Spotify, which is gonna be soon. You can
Dabbz,
find us.
I got a real quick note about your Podcast Addict.
Okay, a podcast.
Search for your show, and 2 shows come up. One's Burn It Down, one's Burn It Down Podcast. Just so you know.
I think both of those are us though.
Is it both? Are
It's
both
2
of them?
different logos, though.
No, let me see.
What? Someone's trying to steal your name?
Okay. Or maybe we stole somebody else's.
The logo that I know that works is
Burn it
the.
all down. Yeah, Burn It All Down actually was around longer than this.
Oh shit, my bad. I'm the worst. I interrupted that for no reason.
There's another show called Burn It All Down.
Burn It All Down. Yeah,
Oh.
Burn It All Down.
That's
Yeah.
totally different.
We didn't know that right away until we started putting it in the search and was like, oh well, fuck. And there's also another one that comes up. What's your girl from The Biggest Loser? What's her name? Jillian Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
has like Burn It Up or something like that. I was like, oh fuck, boo.
Hers
But,
comes
yeah.
up too.
Yeah, Burn It Up was actually first, and then Burn It All Down. And I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" But
Burn It Down is the one you want.
That's the one. We're the good one.
Burn It Down podcast. Hell yeah.
See, don't stop me. You know I want to sing.
Nice. Hey, by the way, we put a commercial at the beginning of the show. You're going to hear a little bit more about us talking about Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa giveaways that we're going to be doing. They're coming on board as a new sponsor, and we are not taking the money for this one. This is all going to the listeners. We've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of gift cards and special packages from Brent Allen that we're going to be giving away. So pay attention to the Facebook pages. That's both.
That's where you want to be.
Yeah, both the Twisted 10 and Living Podcariously. It'll be the same links, though. So if you see it on one, see it on the other. But check those out. Make sure you pay attention. We're going to start giving those away here over Thanksgiving. So if you're hearing this, go check the page and enter to win.
And start getting your hilarious Christmas stories together.
Yeah, all right. I like it. I like it a lot.
I think I'm going to ask everybody for their hilarious Christmas stories.
Christmas hilarities.
We're going to tell some of them on the show, get some laughs.
Well, that's my
like it.
birthday, so
Give
it'll
away
be-
some
it'll
Your
stuff.
be-
birthday is on Christmas?
It'll be funny. Dabbz birthday stories.
My birthday is
Merry
exactly
birthday.
Happy New Year's.
6 months to the day from Christmas.
See, that's the awesomest birthday ever.
I get presents all the time.
My whole fucking life, I was like, why can't my birthday be fucking 6 months? It would be a perfect split. Man, I hate you right now, man. You were so much cooler 5 seconds ago. You got my birth. You got my favorite day to have a birth.
Oh, all right. Check out Patreon, patreon.com/livingpodcariously.
Oh, we got one of those too.
The Burn It Down's got a Patreon up there now as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck, listeners? They already got more patrons. Patrons than
believe
we
in
do.
you.
Come
We
on.
have 10.
Throw us $1. Throw us a
See, they
bone.
got 10. We only got 4.
Actually, on ours, Tach is going to be releasing episode number 2 here real soon of Living Podcariously Gentlemen's Club. That's an LPGC. That's an elite group that gets special bonus episodes of Living Podcariously.
Okay.
We're going through the old Dabbz. I don't know if you know, but we actually have, so this is episode 86, I believe. We actually have over 30 episodes before this iteration of 80 episodes.
Yeah, I remember.
And they're so
yeah.
bad, I won't even listen to them.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. I
There's
lost.
some things that my
There's an
ears
ex
do
or
not
something
need
was
to
in there.
hear.
Yeah, my ex-wife was part of it at the
yeah.
time. However, it's not just because of her, dude. I literally lost friends because of the stories we told.
Oh, wow.
It was
Yes.
out of control.
Yeah,
That's how you
it's-
do it right there.
But
I
there's
don't
there's
need
a
details.
there's a cool story arc. It all leads up to
what began
the
this
implosion.
iteration.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. But anyway, if you donate $5 or more a month, you get those extra content.
You get to
on
see
our
how
show.
Andrea destroyed the first iteration of.
Now I took it over and made it mine.
Wait, what the fuck? Hey, spoilers, man, spoilers. No, I'm kidding. There's no
trying to
question.
sell the sizzle.
Perfect. All right, guys. So I guess I said, Andrea, where can our listeners find you?
Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa, and Saturday, November 25th is our big shopping extravaganza. We'll have lots of vendors, food trucks, a bounce house, 25% off all of our products, and we'll have the SPC out there with their animals for adoption.
That's awesome. And we're going to be setting up tent and tables and recorders. We're going to be recording from the event. So we'll
come
be up there.
support your local business for, what's it call it? Local Business Saturday? Is that what it's called?
Local Business Saturday.
You're asking? I have no idea. Is that what it's called?
Okay, Google.
You guys need fire
Small
performers,
Business
right?
Saturday.
You guys-
Yeah.
yeah, you need fire performers.
It's during the day. Is there room?
It's
I
still
don't know.
hot. It's still dangerous and exciting.
It's still hot.
So you got a thing for fire blowers? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I'm a fire performer.
Josh runs a company for
Yeah,
Infinite Points.
Infinite Points
I know
Performing.
you did tell me. I know
Yeah.
this already. Hold on.
Yeah, man, I spin fire.
Can you teach me how to spit fire? Can you spit fire with a beard?
No, not Spitfire.
Spin.
Spin.
Oh,
Spin.
oh.
I spin flaming props.
Oh, I knew you was a spinner. I thought you was all ecstasy related, but I wasn't going to talk about your past. You got a good job now. You know.
Wow. You're the worst.
That's awesome. He was way cooler 5 seconds ago, right? Is that what you're going to say? Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. On behalf of Living Podcariously, I'm Adam.
I'm Andrea Joy.
I'm Mr. Wilson.
And to our very, very special guest and awesome host of the Twisted 10
man.
this week,
Dabbz Kay.
Mr. Dabbz Kay from the BurnItDownShow.com. Go check him out. Listen to a little bit of Burn It Down. And we're going to close this show like you guys close yours, but I'm going to let you do the whole thing. So, Dabbz, how do you guys close out Burn It Down?
Fuck this shit. Burn it down.
Nice.
Hey, do any of you guys want to pet my pussy now?
Give me the pussy.
Hey, remember we had that listener event?
Yeah, our first ever listener event from Living Podcariously.
Yeah, 777, July 7th.
Giant success. In fact, we just gave Keith with the Children's Hunger Project his money from that event that we raised.
Indeed, we did. Hey, what was that beer that was donated for the event?
That was from Bug Nutty Brewery. That was called the Nutty Idiot. It was a medium-bodied lager. I don't remember the ingredients that they had in it, but man, it was good. We served 300 pours, all 300 possible pours that we could have out of their donation. We served very, very quickly that night.
Yeah, it had like an Asian flavor to it or something. It was like, I don't know what it was. It was interesting. It was cool, though. I loved it.
I think a little bit of a sesame flavor.
Yes.
I'm going to have to get that ingredient list from him. But yeah, that was really, really good. Our boy Ray Burrito also does comedy up there every third Thursday at Bug Nutty Brewery here on Merritt Island. He does the third Thursday comedy night up there.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's a really cool list. It's every time I've been up there, it's amazing comics.
Nice.
Andrea, did you try the beer that night?
Oh, yes. It was wonderful.
She's not a beer drinker, can you tell?
Don't say it like that.
I wasn't standing at the game all night. I had plenty of time to drink beer.
Yeah, John and the guys over at Bug Nutty certainly hooked us up. So we want to send all of our listeners, if you're looking for a good microbrew, especially in Brevard County, there's a lot of them out there, and Bug Nutty is by far one of the best.
They are located at 715 North Courtney Parkway, Merritt Island. Give them a call at 321-452-4460 or email them at manager@bugnutty.com.